Hey girls, welcome back. I definitely need some primer or some shit, but just ignore it. I kind of want to talk about the internalized racism I think I had when I was a fucking little kid, guys. This is fucking sad, but thinking back on my childhood, it's really fucking wild because, like, I was literally a little fucking kid collecting Barbie dolls, right? Mind you, I had Barbie dolls of every single color. Are these my brand new brow pencils? Oh shit, they are. I don't want to use these. I'll figure something out. But I was dead ass a little kid collecting Barbies, and I had this group of like 25 blonde Barbie dolls that I called the Blonderage. But these were the dolls I always picked up, I always played with, and they were all fucking blonde. They all looked distinct enough, so I like knew them apart. They all had different names, some of which are names I kind of want to like name my kids when I have them. Do I need to do all of this today? Fuck it. Guys, it's already 1 a.m. But like, we're saying fuck it. But no, yeah, I had like a lot of internalized racism I'm beginning to realize. I can't tell this story without telling the story of me and this kid we'll call Damien. I keep saying a flash of fucking light. What the fuck is that? Anyway, yeah, so I had this group of fucking blonde dolls, blue eyes, Barbie dolls, right? And these were the dolls I picked up more than any other doll. They were my favorite dolls. The 25 blonde, blue-eyed bitches were my favorite fucking dolls, and I always picked them up. Now, I did have the Christy, you know, the black doll, the Teresa, the Hispanic presenting doll. I had all of those. And I would say I had about 5 of each. But most of all, I had the fucking blonde dolls. The Blonderage. The fuck did the sponge just go? I think I still remember some of their names to this day. Like, I know one was named Tippy. Pretty sure there was a Tegan. Tippy, Tegan. There was no Barbie. None of them were named Barbie. But there was definitely a Tippy, a Tegan. Wow, it's been so long. I don't remember their names. But I think my own internalized, like, affinity towards white dolls came from, not only was the school that I was going to, like, just full of white people, but the media. I think we kind of minimize the media's role in all of this more than we should. But the fact of the matter is I just wasn't seeing black people on TV. And so there's this really fucking good video of, oh my fucking God, I forgot his name. His face is in my head right now. He talked at this college or something, and he basically said that the black experience is believing that you're white up until around the age of 5, when you realize that there is a difference between black and white races. There's different races. That's when you basically learn these things. And that was definitely the case for me. Like, I didn't realize I was black until, I want to say, kindergarten. Yeah, so about 5. In my preschool, we had, you know, white complected teachers, white teachers, Hispanic teachers with white skin. And it just never occurred to me. Like, I never cared. I never thought anything of it. I just thought, here's a person. I'm a person. We're people. That's it. And this white teacher, her name was Aurora. She was so fucking nice and beautiful. Never forget that teacher. She would rub my back during nap time and hum to me so I could sleep. She's a fucking goddess of a teacher. But anyway, around the age of 5, is when you kind of realize that you're black, right? So my experience, what had happened was I was just playing with my friends or something, and somebody asked me, they were like, Aaliyah, why is your hair like that? Like, what is that? Like, what is that? I'm like, what do you mean? And they're like, I mean, it's stiff and it's like a bush and it, and they touched it and it feels like the fake Halloween spider webs. And I was like, that's a good fucking question. I never fucking thought of that myself, so I don't even know how to answer you. This is just how my fucking hair grows. And then a bunch of other questions, like even like with my lips, like why is one of your lips brown and the other pink? Just so much like ignorance. I guess it's safe to say, yeah, it was fucking ignorance because I guess their parents never told them about black people before, or I don't fucking know, but I was a fucking zoo animal, pretty much. And it wasn't racism so much at this point. It was like, you are something new and interesting that we've never seen before. Please tell us everything about you. And it was othering. If nothing else, it was very othering. And so I'm this person who had this subconscious, innate fucking desire for these white blonde dolls that came from somewhere. Subconsciously, I preferred these white blonde dolls for some reason, right? Subconsciously. Obviously, we know that it was the media or something like that because my mom wouldn't pedestalize white people at this point. My dad wasn't there. But it's like, I don't know. I really had this fucking affinity for these white dolls. And here I'm thrusted into this environment where I'm in school with a bunch of people who look like these white dolls. And again, there's the absence of the, or there's the 4 or 5 Christy and Teresa dolls, the brown and Hispanic doll. And so it was very much representative of the dolls I had, the environment in my school, the amount of blacks, the amount of Hispanics, very much so looked like my dolls. And so guess who I made friends with? The white people who looked like my dolls. And it was almost like too easy. I can't fucking explain it. The black people at my school fucking did not take such an easy liking to me that the white people took. And I don't really fucking know what to say about that. I don't know what it was. Did I have some sort of white complex? Like, I don't know. Was I nicer to the white people? I don't know what it was, but my friends in elementary school were mostly white or Hispanic with white skin. Now, that is the majority of the people that were there. White people, blonde hair, blue eyes, or white Hispanics, black hair, brown eyes. So maybe that's why that was the majority of my friends. But honestly, I feel like there's a fucking pattern there. And I feel like it's a little bit delusional if we pretend that there's not, right? Because there is a pattern there. This is the laziest makeup I've ever done in my life. Like, this looks fucking egregious. I just didn't have that many experiences with other black people other than when I went to summer camp. So it's not like I was completely cut off from majorities of black people. My summer camp was entirely black. But there was something, I don't know, this video is rambly as fuck, but like, black people didn't ever really vibe with me in the lower grades. And it was something I noticed, but I was a kid. I didn't think deep enough to care, I didn't think deep enough to really process why that could have been the case. So I don't even know what point I'm really trying to get at. I'm just saying that like I grew up around white people, but I was also exposed to black people, but white people have preferred my company more often than black people have. Now, I don't know if this has anything to do with my owning of mostly white dolls. I don't know if these things are correlated, but I think they probably are. And I do know at some point my mom did, recite stereotypes about black and brown people. And it was mostly like the thief stereotype, because I remember my older sister had black friends. And she had like a lot. And my mom would be like, don't bring them over the house. And I'd be like, what the fuck? She'd be like, if you bring them around the house, something's going to turn up missing, right? And so what happened one day was my sister brought her black friends to the house and my brand new bike came up missing. And so what she was saying was unfortunately validated. So I am like 80% sure that I didn't internalize what she said, because she would say some unhinged, stereotypical shit about black people. She would. But I've always wanted to be friends with everybody. Like, that's always been a part of who I am. And so, like, when I had the opportunity, I would always try and be friends with them. The 3 other ones that was in the entire school, not my grade, the entire school. Growing up, there was like 3 other black kids in the whole school. And it's weird because nowadays there's like, because I went to one of my little sister's things at that same school that I went to. Everybody's either a mixed kid or Hispanic. And yeah, it does look like white is the minority now. And like, I don't know if this is a testament to the area having more mixed people, mixed races, I mean, not like specifically mixed race people, but mixed races, Mexican, Hispanic, white, black, all coming into my neighborhood now. Or I don't know if this is some birth dearth shit, bitch, but things aren't how they used to be. Well, I say all of this to say that at some point, I developed a little crush on this guy who I now know as a raging racist. We'll call him Brian. And I'm just wondering if all of this shit is connected. Are the dolls connected to me not having black friends? Connected to me having a crush on someone who was later revealed to be racist? Is all of this related? Is all of this connected? There's no definitive answer right now. But honestly, I'm betting on, yeah, definitely. Brian was the type of guy, well, I guess is, where he like has black friends because he's into sports. He has a bunch of black friends. He's surrounded by black people because he's into sports. However, now I'm talking about high school. However, he would always invite these 3 white guys out who are on the teams he was on. These same 3 white guys to do this, and that with his dad. Go to whatever land with his dad. Never a black person who was on the team was invited to one of these outings. And, that could just be, oh, well, those are his best friends, whatever. So I started liking him in 5th grade, which was really, no. And at that time, he wasn't really outed as a racist. He was just Brian, you know what I mean? Brian and the trio, the 2 other white guys he would hang out with. And so after I started liking him, that's when he revealed that, oh, I fucking hate black people. And my fucking weird ass Just a few dots, guys, to like add something to my face. I feel like my face is bald. Why does one liner look like good and the other looks like whatever? Anyway, Brian became very racist and I was in this big ass dilemma. I was like, yeah, he's racist. Well, I mean, yeah, he said these racist words, but it was at the point where everybody thought those words were funny, right? So I'm like, is he a racist? Or is he just trying to be funny? You know, that's what my preteen self was thinking. Like, I like this guy. I think I fucking really like this guy, Brian. White guy. But he says a bunch of racist, alarming stuff. Is he racist or is he saying it to be funny? Because as you know, this was like 2012, 2013. This was the time when saying racist shit was cool. Saying racist shit was funny and popular and everyone did it. And so I'm like, okay, wow, maybe he's just trying to be funny. I don't know what this is. I like him. And so I had a conversation with him and I don't know, we were just talking about random shit and then he's like, yeah, if I was dating a Mexican girl and I ever got her pregnant, I would kill her and then I'd kill myself. And I was like, Brian, what the hell are you talking about? And he's like, oh yeah, because like my parents are like, fuck Mexicans, fuck black bitches, no. And I was like, and guys, my self-esteem and self-worth was so low. I still thought I had a chance with this guy. I'm like, well, he did say his parents. That was pretty scary what he said, but deep down, oh my God, I was just so fucking lost. But I don't know. I just wanted to talk about this. Like maybe me having only white dolls influenced me only having white friends, influenced me having a crush on this white guy who obviously did not value black people at all. That's not the only example of the shit he would say. He was unhinged. He was really unhinged. Like you think Shane Dawson was unhinged? Brian was the real fucking version of unhinged. Anyways, that's it. This is the look. She's a little shabby. Oh my God. I think I need to fix this. This is unacceptable. Anyways, bye.